So by default, we created a larger data store in a virtual private cloud, thinking about AI and thinking about the complexity of how we're going to, manage all these regulations, EU, Law 25 in Quebec, that is really GDPR, right? So we have to have evidentiary data on how people's PII flows, et cetera. So I think following regulations and following anonymization and following synthetic data, I think you can get around all this.
I know in order for us to leverage AI and all of those tools, we need to strategically see where we can jump into the cloud. So we're taking our time. We know we can build pipelines that will allow us to move data up there, do the processing and bring it back down, but I think hybrid we go.
Where we focus ourselves internally for our AI team are those kind of your secret sauce areas where they're saying, well, it's not really built into any application. It's more of a combination of applications and processes that we need to look at AI to enhance ourselves. And so, we've been fully cloud for the better part of 5 years. So this is kind of an enhancement for us versus a deterrent.
People, if they're going to adopt AI, need to understand it is impossible right now to do a good business case, use case, unless you've done a lot of pilot work to understand how the thing is going to behave. So I think that's a challenge as we get into some of these, and we're doing this is we're used to very typical bill of materials for the way cloud operates, and it's not operating like that anymore. As we go enterprise with AI, we need to be thinking about platforms, and we need to be thinking about how we're deploying across everywhere. And we often think about, like, you're going to have all these layers. You're going to have this platform layer. You're going to have a Kubernetes layer. You're going to have a data layer. All of these things need to be enterprise grade with a whole bunch of new things built into them in order to support this AI deployment.
On the cloud management side, those are all embedded as well. Plus, a lot of our FinOps tooling has AI capability that we now use to auto-tune. It does a better job now of sort of auto-tuning, understanding the ramifications of that auto-tuning, being able to project it out, which was that was a soft spot at the beginning where it was easy to implement a tool that either dialed up capacity or dialed down capacity. It didn't do a great job when it dialed down capacity and it had a service impact. It didn't learn from that. Now that tooling is starting to be able to learn from those impacts, so it doesn't make the same mistake over and over again.
It's a tsunami that's coming when we talk about AI. And anywhere you go in any room within 10 minutes, you have talked about AI for almost 100 times. So we really need to navigate now what is a good fit for our own problems and how we're going to navigate it. Sometimes I feel that a silly example, the pharma sector has put us all on a pill or a supplement. Is the AI cloud providers now doing the same thing to us in the business side, that we need to be there? And we heard that not everyone is in the cloud. We still have a lot of on-prem presence. So it's a good mix. We're not just doing for the sake of we need to be there. I think we need to do that due diligence, what's fit for our shops, and go through the lens itself to get the right tools in place and platform.
The way we manage our virtual private cloud, and we manage our clouds the same way. It's all metrics on IOs, data usage, any unusual metrics happen. It could be cyber issue, it could be a rogue AI, right? So I think nothing's changing, and I think we still have to stick to the fundamentals, because we look at them every day, and red, yellow, green, and then we say, well, why is this red all of a sudden? Why that Friday, right, is that red? And then start chasing down through logs, et cetera. So, but I think the fundamental tools around cloud management, be it virtual or public, I think is exactly the same as we always have for on-prem, right? So I don't think it really matters. And just be wary and check out whenever it hits red, whatever your red is. Or do we have to move some of the metrics up because AI processing of this data load is going to be a lot higher? So we have to get used to that and then shift that up. I think that's where our learning will come in, right? So.